You're watching Primetime News. Up next is Action TV.
From dusk to dawn, these people dedicate themselves to ensuring that those arriving at the city at the foot of Athugala do not have unpleasant experiences. These janitors attached to the Kurunegala Municipal Council represent 2 generations of families from the area. The members of the first generation of janitors who are attached to the Kurunegala Municipal Council were initially attached there even prior to the independence, when the council functioned as an urban council. Since these people work from dusk onwards to collect the garbage that has collected in the city throughout the day, they do not get sufficient sleep. About 8 times more than the original number of janitors attached to the Kurunegala Municipal Council 30 years ago now serve the area. These 160 janitors are descended from the first janitors attached to the council. For their convenience, about half a century ago, the area known as Ilakka Gedara was demarcated for the residences of these janitors. About 30 years ago, the municipal council constructed 24 homes on this plot of land, which does not span more than a quarter of an acre. Homes have been built using planks and sheets on the land that is available. There are about 3 or 4 people in each family and only one common pipe. There are only about 8 toilets, and even these were not built by the Kurunegala Municipal Council. These were donated by various institutions. Even the pipes carrying the waste from these toilets have ruptured, and the waste flows right next to the houses. Although these 24 homes have now been rendered unsuitable to live in, the municipal council does charge rent from the residents. 360 families now live here. Although they have continuously said that a housing scheme will be initiated, it has not happened. Whenever we go to ask for something, they say that these are illegal constructions, that they cannot give us electricity or water. However, when election time comes around, they forget all about the illegal constructions. One of the main drains that carries wastewater that is generated by the daily activity of the city and by natural causes comes to an end at this location. When will steps be taken to preserve these people's fundamental right of self-esteem and bestow them with facilities fit for habitation? Mayor of Kurunegala, this one is over to you.
Up next is the newspaper cartoon of the day, which we selected from amongst today's English newspapers.
Eight suspects connected to the heist at the National Museum in Colombo were released on bail today. The suspects were produced before the Colombo Chief Magistrate Gihan Pilipitia, who ordered sureties of 200,000 rupees each on the suspects. However, court rejected the bail application of one other suspect connected to the heist, as he is being held under detention orders. The Criminal Investigation Department informed court that there were 9 suspects connected to the heist, and 7 of them will be tried under the normal law, while 1 suspect will be tried under the Antiquities Ordinance. Attorney at law Sanjay Gamage, who represented 2 of the suspects, informed court that it had taken the Criminal Investigations Department a period of 11 months to determine under which law the suspects should be tried. The suspects were charged with the theft of gold rings, gold swords, gold and silver coins, 2 walking sticks believed to be used by the Nugavela Adhikaram, a gold waist belt and a gold and silver scabbard. The magistrate also ordered for all suspects to appear before the court on the 6th of August.
The chairman of the Walla Lavita Pradeshia Sabha, who was arrested on bribery charges, was remanded until the 6th of August after he was produced before the Colombo Chief Magistrate Gihan Pilipitia today.
The chairman of the Walla Lavita Pradeshia Sabha was arrested for soliciting a bribe of 1.5 million rupees from the chairman of the Bentara Pradeshia Sabha to issue a permit to transport sand and earth. Meanwhile, the chairman of the Gomaran Kadawala Pradeshia Sabha was produced before the Trincomalee magistrate today. He was produced before the magistrate after a warrant was issued by the Trincomalee magistrate over charges of verbally abusing officers attached to the Gomaran Kalavala police on the 13th of this month. Additional Magistrate S. Satishwaram ordered for the Pradesh Sabha chairman to be released on a surety of 25,000 rupees and ordered him to be present in court on the 26th of August.
The latest data released by the Sri Lanka Tea Board reveals that tea production declined by 4.3% in June this year compared to the same period last year.
According to the data, 25.8 million kilograms of tea was produced in July last year, while in June the quantity had dropped to 24.69 million kilograms. The main reason attributed to this decline is a 19.5% drop in upcountry tea production. In June last year, 3.75 million kilograms of medium-grown tea was produced, while this year production had increased to 4 million kilograms. 16.37 million kilograms of low-grown tea was produced in June last year, while low-grown tea production in the same period this year saw a slight decrease of 16.7 million kilograms.
Sri Lanka taking on South Africa in the second one-day international at the R. Premadasa Stadium in Colombo. The match was initially reduced to 49.2 overs, aside due to rain.
Sri Lanka won the toss and decided to bat first. Sri Lanka got off on the back foot as opener Upal Tharanga was sent back for just 3 runs by Moni Morkel.
Up she goes, this should be out, and is. The first wicket goes down, well bowled.
However, Kumar Sangakkara teamed up with Tilakaratne Dilshan to add 65 runs on the board for the second wicket. Sangakkara was dismissed for 37 by Aaron Fangisio. Mahela Jayawardene joined Dilshan at the crease to take the Lankans past the 100-run mark. Shortly after, Jayawardene was dismissed by Robin Peterson for 17 runs. Dilshan then fell victim to Morkel as he was sent back to the dressing room 7 runs short of a half-century. Vice-captain Lahiru Thirimanne was then sent back for 13 by Ryan McLaren. Skipper Dinesh Chandimal played a solid innings of 43 before becoming Morkel's third victim of the day. Incidentally, Sri Lanka posted 223 runs on the board in their 49.2 overs.
While chasing a revised target of 176 of 29 overs, South Africa won 25 runs for the loss of 1 wicket a short while ago.
The highly anticipated bloom of the tropical corpse flower took place in Washington at the National Botanic Garden. The corpse flower, also known as Titan arum, has been expected to bloom early last week, but waited another 6 days to bloom in full splendor.
Well, the large flower stands 8 feet tall, and curators expect the flower to remain in bloom for 24 to 48 hours. We leave it tonight with footage of the corpse flower. For the News First team, I'm Shaheen Rangpati.
And I'm Nicola D'Zoiza. Good night.
Hotline 0114-896-896 www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.